would we say Nigeria is also performing neo-colonialism? Because if you look at Nigeria in West Africa, people don't understand how powerful Nigeria is in West Africa. That is why we had Buhari as the president of ECOWAS. Immediately Buhari left it, they gave it to Tinubu. That's because Nigeria is very powerful economically, military, and in other aspects you can think about it. Now, Nigeria has a lot of our soldiers going on peacekeeping missions across West African countries.
Yes.
Would you say Nigeria is also performing neo-colonialism in those aspects? And coupled with the fact, let me give you a very typical example now. When during the African Development Bank, when there was this war and they were trying to remove additional, right?
Yeah.
Buhari was on the phone calling all of Nigeria's ally to ensure that he stays there. So what do you think he was bargaining on? Do you understand? And coupled with the fact of the things that they enjoy from Nigeria, they enjoy our oil. When we talk about West Africa, most West African oil that you'll be seeing around will probably be coming from Nigeria, right? Yeah. They enjoy our oil. They enjoy the fact that Nigeria is stable. Our economic stability, if you look at tech foundations and tech growth, most of them grow from Africa. In West Africa, they will go from Nigeria. Yeah. They may be spread across West Africa. Yeah. Now, those are the things.
Even electricity.
Even electricity. There are some that we generate electricity for. Thank you very much. So would you say Nigeria is also performing neo-colonialism? If you look at it from that aspect.
My point would be that I feel like neo-colonialism, its definition is always performed by stronger countries.
Nigeria is strong. If you look at it in West Africa.
Example, like, it's people would always want to flex their muscle.
Okay.
It's a regular human behavior.
All right.
You look at like the Roman Empire, the Greek Empire. They wanted to take over the world. Why? Because they could.
Yes.
Countries will always do things because they can.
Okay.
It's not left to the other country to say no, I don't want it. For example, you mentioned Nigerian soldiers. I mean, we had my uncles fought in those wars. Sudan. We fought in Liberia.
Yeah.
We fought in Sierra Leone. And because there were civil wars, we went there to help. And those countries are better for it now.
Yeah,
now better. So is that neo-colonialism?
Was it as Nigeria or as maybe African?
No, as ECO. As ECO.
Yeah, so you can't call that neo-colonialism.
It's not neo-colonialism
because it's an agglomeration of countries under a union.
Let me give you an example. Now, if we talk of NATO, most people, when you look at NATO, you look at who controls NATO the most.
The US.
God bless you. Because the US controls a large portion of military there, and also a large portion of money. The money that is being spent in NATO, right? If you look at Ekumong also, who has, but I don't know the statistics and I cannot say for sure.
I know we spend.
Okay, now thank you very much. So what would you call that?
Yeah, the problem you are making now.
Would you say Nigeria is also doing neo-colonialism?
Now is that what economic or financial or political interest is Nigeria getting from those interventions?
Which of them are we like pushing?
When we intervene in Liberia, are we making money from Liberia?
We are not.
When we intervened in
Sierra
Leone, are we making money from this? We are not.
We might not make money.
Are we getting? What benefits are we getting?
We gain strength. We gain the fact that they rely on us. They see us as allies that rely. Now, let me
superficial form of benefit.
It's not superficial because when there is a need for it, Nigeria is going to call back this favor, and they must answer. See, when there is a need for it, just like when there is a need for us making major decisions, especially in the region of West Africa, and what are you talking about? When we go for West African meetings and you see Tinubu there speaking and looked upon with so much reference, what do you think is because? Do you think it's because he's just president of Nigeria? It's because of what they enjoy. Oh, nah, it's different.
No.
I'm just looking at it from the perspective.
In the sense of like, when I think about neo-colonialism, I'm thinking of countries extracting resources, controlling other countries for their own benefit. And as Senayo mentioned, we are not benefiting anything.
Yeah,
we are not performing big brother duties.
Exactly.
I have siblings. I might do things for them, but I'm not controlling them. I'm doing it because I have the ability to do it.
But if you want to send them on there and they have to go, they have to go because what are you talking about?
I understand that even Liberia, like if you want to, for example, Liberia is like a US sort of indirect colony because Liberia was formed from former slaves.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some of them
Former
from
slaves of
Nigeria
the US that came to that part of West Africa to stay and live basically. So Liberia itself is already has its own colonial in quote administration with or affiliations with the US. I don't think Nigeria can trump that kind of interest already that the US has with it.
Well, I don't totally agree with that. I think there will be a time when Nigerians' interest will supersede US interest in the West African area, especially in Libya, in Liberia.